right, welcome into Comic Book Women. There are a lot of you guys already waiting, so thank you for being patient. We are back with a really cool episode. We got Red Hood in the house. Thank you so much for joining again. He's our honorary Comic Book woman. Yeah. Lucy at Mama Comics is back with us, and Jen's back. How you feeling, Jen?
Tired.
Oh, hang in there with us.
Debbie Downer.
Don't be a Debbie Downer. You got to be like, yay, this is a Star Wars show. This is right up your alley.
You should be, I'm alive, baby. Whoa!
In a little bit here, too, we're going to have Anthony joining us. He is in the middle of launching our super massive book.
Nice.
So that went live about 4 minutes ago, but he'll hop in here eventually. Yeah, so let's just do a quick round table. Red Hood, how's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. I finished pressing a whole shitload of books. I'm tired. So I'm done. I shipped off Josh and Steve's books. It was like about 150 of them.
Oh, I'm going to be sending you some more, too. I have like a stack that I want sent to you.
Yeah, we'll fix them. I'm all caught up now. So now I was a little bit behind because it was like pretty ambitious, but got it done and cleaned a lot of foreign books. Man, like these books coming in from other countries, they're dirty, so I had to clean them.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Wasn't Rob telling us that when you have foreign books, for that exact reason, the way that they are shipped and traveled, they'll end up getting really dinged up along the way.
Yeah, they don't, I guess, have bags but they don't understand bags and boards, and like, they're too busy trying to survive, I guess.
Lucy, how are you doing, love?
Good. Thank you. Same, a little tired, but I'm here.
Come on, I need my girls to get their energy back up, right?
I know.
Come on, Jen, keep kicking ass. That's the spirit. Evening, folks. Welcome back, Jen. Jen, how are you doing other than tired?
Okay.
Did you miss us a little bit? Good. Well, it's good to have you back. And like I said, this is the show that as soon as we were like, okay, we're talking Boba Fett, we knew that this had to be Jen's big comeback show because Boba Fett is on fire right now with the show. People are going nuts. Yeah, so let's do like a quick round table and you guys can kind of tell me what your thoughts are. If you've seen the show, we'll start there and what you think about it. I have already watched it with Anthony because he was really excited and it's awesome. I think that these bounty hunters are such badasses. Like they're up there. They're on par. Maybe not as cool as Jedi, but they're pretty freaking cool. What do you think, Joe?
Oh, no, I agree. There's a lot of people that the feedback is that they don't like to see Boba Fett without his helmet, and like it's too much without his helmet, and so like I'm just, like we're in the second episode, like let it play out. I think they know what they're doing. I mean, based on the last episode was phenomenal. So, like, if you didn't like that last episode, you're not a Star Wars fan, so don't even watch it. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. Lucy, you haven't had a chance to watch the show yet, right?
No, not yet.
By the end of this episode of Comic Book Women, you are going to be sold. You're going to want to watch it. We're going to convince you.
Okay.
Jen, what do you think of the show so far without giving any big spoilers?
I really like it. They are giving us information that we never... there's EU stuff, but they're giving us stuff that we never knew about before. So it's just fleshing out the world. I'm really enjoying it.
I've been hearing kind of mixed reviews. People are like, I like that, kind of like what Joe was saying with the helmet. I like that all this stuff is kind of being revealed, but at the same time, a lot of the allure of this character was how mysterious he was, how little you knew about his origins. And so people are like, oh, they're ruining it by telling us everything, But
not really. Like, I mean, yeah, he was only in 6 minutes total film time, but the EU fleshed out a lot, and then once Marvel like took hold, they fleshed it even more. So if you're not a reader of novels or comic books, then maybe, but you can't keep a character mysterious forever.
That's kind of my thing. I think that if you you gotta let them develop. You gotta find out, especially like the fans, they're gonna want to know, the real fans, they're gonna want to know where exactly he came from, how he ended up where he was, and what happened in all the interims between the movies and all that jazz. Anthony, welcome on in.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, not much. We're just talking Boba Fett tonight, which is one of your favorites as well. What do you think of the show so far?
I really like it. So being a Star Wars fan, I thought it was cool that they're providing backstory. Like I was talking to Laura about a lot of the stuff that's happened in it, and it's not necessarily that it's comic book lore. They're kind of filling in the blanks, which is fun. Like the whole sand people thing. Who'd have thunk it? Because when they had the Boba Fett series and it was post him dying, everybody's like, nah, he got ate by a sandworm.
Really quickly, shout out. Thank you so much.
Wow.
That's probably our biggest donation.
Was it an accident? Did you mean to do $9.99?
Yeah, because if you need a refund of $90, we'll do it. But
Hell
thank
nah.
you.
Hell nah, because I got some bills I got to pay, man.
All sales are final.
That's final, man.
No. Okay.
So 99.
No, that's a lot. Oh my
Let me
goodness.
figure that out. So I get $6.72. I'm not giving that shit back. Hell no.
That's
Thanks,
awesome,
Manish.
though. Thank you so much. That's very cool.
Awesome.
Sorry, Anthony, you were saying? Sorry.
But no, it's been a lot of fun. I don't know. It's a whole different take too. Like, are you guys buying like the build? Because I mean, I know they're using the original actor from the clone movies, but the guy's like, he look older than he should be, and he's yoked for an old dude. Don't get me wrong. I still wouldn't mess with him in a bar. And he might be half Mexican because I mean he did survive the worm. So I'm just saying. But in honor of tonight, girls, do you mind if I do a little giveaway too? We got the Boba Fett, got the 1 in 25. War of the Bounty Hunters.
Nice.
Got Boba Fett in the front.
Yay!
And then we've
cool.
got an exclusive Boba Fett. This is the first cover appearance of the black suit from the comic book series. So this is when he
Nice.
painted his suit black.
Hell yeah, dude.
Technically, that's the first appearance. So we got some cool super chat going on. I want to give some things away. So Lucy, you're in charge of that whole thing again.
Oh, no accident, worth every penny.
Oh.
That's so cool.
You know what,
Like,
Lucy, will you write down that person's name? Let's send that person these, and then I'll do another set for a random comment, just because I think $99.99 and super chat earned it.
hey, see, what an awesome way to kick off this show.
Hell yeah.
That's
$6.
And can I give a shout out while I'm on?
yeah.
This was a Christmas present from my best friend's wife. She knows me very well. So this is a wrapped thermos of Batman 609, one of my favorite covers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
First appearance of Hush, Jim Lee cover.
Mm.
And I got myself a tumbler. She got it wrapped in there and sent to me. So this is the first time I'm breaking her in today.
Look what Justin said. I'm in the camp of going crazy because his helmet is off so much. Yeah, of course, I've never gotten over him being a clone. He just doesn't feel like the same character as ESB.
Anthony, for the one who donated, do you want him to message you at Bird City Comics?
Please, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, message me at Bird City Comics, Instagram, Facebook. Just find me, Bird City Comics. Give me your shipping information, and we'll get this set, and then we're going to give another set away.
You're a badass.
Cool.
So we were talking about like Boba Fett. So the Boba Fett on Disney Plus right now, it's not the same guy that you knew in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
This is a brand new Boba Fett, and this is right. I mean,
Explain that to me, because they did the back member of him climbing out of the worm, and that was a clone.
Right, and it's almost like he was born again, right? So you can look at this as a different Boba Fett. That's the way I'm approaching it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do get him busting out of the Sarlacc pit, but you know, he's got wisdom now, right? So like he never had a family. The only family he had, like Mace Windu, cut off his head, and so he kind of bonded with the Sand People. And you know what I thought was funny, Jen? I was telling Brian. So one of his biggest opportunities was he wasn't very good at hand-to-hand combat, and because he got his ass kicked on the sail barge and got knocked into the Sarlacc pit, right?
But that whole thing was okay. So if you go again, like EU novels,
True,
comics,
like
right?
But yeah,
like his dad trained him since he was a kid, his strength is on par with Bosk. He was able to hold Bosk in place. And
did they canonize all of that?
well,
Did they
that's
say-
where like it's like up for debate, right? But
Right.
if you take from episode 1, right, which is canon, and then you take Clone Wars, which is also canon, like Boba Fett's character, we got to grow up with him in Clone Wars, right? So
Right.
his father, I mean, Hondo said, you know, your father, he had morals and ethics. It may have been skewed from the average person, but they're there. And Boba is on that same par. Like the whole him joining the Empire was because he wanted order. He didn't care how it was like. So there's morals and ethics there. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a brand new Boba. It's just it's the evolution of him that he's always had morals and ethics. He's never.
I like that. I like the way you said that. It's the evolution of him. I like that.
He said at that moment, the old Boba died and the new Boba was born, in a sense. I'm tired of getting shafted because I work for rich idiots. That was Mojo. Yeah. Okay, anyways.
Hey,
So
have you guys gotten to the sidekick yet?
What do you mean?
The female character? I can't even think of her name right now.
No, we're just doing Boba. Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, if she throws anybody off, I don't know if we want to jump into it now, but I'm like, who is this chick? How
She's
is she
cool.
his ride or die already?
Isn't she cool?
I like her.
I
I'm a
don't
fan.
know. She's a little lippy for me. If I was a crime lord, I'd be like, hey.
But that's what you would
got
need. I mean, come on, look at you and me. You need somebody that's a little lippy if you're going to be that.
You get me into too many fights. That mouth.
You know, they have Jennifer Beals from Flashdance in there, and she's what do you call what's
Twilight.
the alien? A what?
Is it Twi'lek? Twi'lek?
Twilight. Yeah. So I think that's cool because I used to have a crush on Jennifer Beals when I was a kid. So
Nice.
that crush is still there. I thought it was gone, but it's still there.
It's still there.
But anyway.
Let's see. Yeah, let's try to let Lucy here. Come here. There you go. I want you to say a few of
happened?
these.
What?
So Boba Fett, one of his names that he goes by. Do you want to read the stats off?
Where? Who me? Oh,
On-
me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to write the names down from our chat.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I forgot you were doing that. Never mind. I'll pass it off. That's a
what
big
I was
responsibility.
Like, what? I was like, I thought from the chat. Did I miss something in the chat? Sorry. I'm writing.
No, you're good.
I'm going old school, and I'm actually using Sharpie this time so people can see. But
Hold
the
on, we got a
name-
big spike. Tell
Right.
people what you're doing. Why are you even
Okay.
doing that?
What I'm doing, Anthony is super nice enough to give us some books to give away. He's given a set, and I'm writing. We're doing it old school. We like to do it old school. write names down, and at the end of the show, we're gonna pick the winner. But you have to be on live, for if not, we're gonna skip it and pick somebody else.
Lucy's gonna keep
So-
calling names.
So yes.
Hey, Aunt, some
We're
guy
gonna
named
do
Jonathan
that.
Hall's talking shit. Look at this. Who's this guy?
Gosh, you're just jelly because they didn't invite you on.
Oh, we have to. He's on my list. He's gonna be coming on too.
If he's not busy, give him the link.
Yeah, shout out to Hive over there, guys. Hold on, shit. I'm so far behind in chats here. Nice books for the giveaway. Yes, so make sure that you are active in the chat, and we'll do that at some point. And Namesh, I believe, up here.
Everybody's gonna think I'm like fun
said.
uncle because every time I'm on, I give something away.
Hey, that's a different color. Did he hit up another $99?
No, that's the first one.
Oh, that's the same one. I thought I would have had like another $6. You
No,
start
sorry.
racking it up, bro.
It's all good, Johnny H. I got you.
All right, so let's see.
All
Here.
right, Boba
Powers
Fett.
and abilities. Combat skills. So everybody knows he is a clone, but he was raised, like a regular old human. So he doesn't have any crazy superpowers, but he was trained by his father in hand-to-hand combat. He did go to several missions with his dad, so he picked up some tricks of the trade along the way. Incredible amount of willpower. Let's see, stats: intelligent high, speed medium, strength medium high, agility very high, and force sensitivity none. Which, I mean, that's interesting, right? Because I think I read somewhere that Lucas originally wanted to make Boba Fett Darth Vader's brother, or at least he toyed with the idea. And that wouldn't have worked. Well, I mean, I guess it could have worked, but it would have been odd if he didn't have any force sensitivity. What do you guys
It
think?
was a little too soap opera if he came in and was like blood to the Skywalkers too. Like, who daddy you? And just saying, if anybody ever makes like a superhero card like this of me next to speed, I know I'm not fat. Just put thick. Don't put medium. Strength. Just put sometimes.
Depends. Depends on the situation.
Agility. Put within 5 yards. I'm fast as fuck, boy. And let's say force sensitive. I don't know. I'm a little force sensitive. I guess I'm sensitive in general. Just saying.
Speed equals slow.
That's what medium is, just a nice way of saying slow. So just put thick.
Gets
Thick.
feelings hurt.
I would.
Easily.
That's how I want my
Yeah.
superhero card to read.
Are there any on here that you guys don't agree with or you want to talk about?
Well, the whole Jordan Rucker, we didn't include his armor and the different stats that would carry. It would boost him more so.
That's a
So that
great
was
point. Yeah.
I was just kind of like left out just because it's hard to do, but it's just him. And
We need to not, if we have Jonathan on, him and Anthony and Red Hood, the three of them, I think the girls might just sit here like, what is happening? It would be crazy.
and then that was at least Britt and I had the conversation of Boba Fett in his prime and then like old man Fett, and I'm like, well,
Oh, that's a thing. Old man
Like-
fat. I would read that.
Sounds like a DC comic.
Yeah, old man fat.
but but he is, so I know we've mentioned that he's a clone, but he's an unaltered clone. There's
Right.
no, but it feels like Tatooine has, if you live there like Obi-Wan did, your aging gets like,
Accelerated?
yeah, it's a lot of stress, I think, living in that desert.
Dude, Tatooine in the show, I have to point this out, guys. If you haven't watched the show, I think they did such a great job of showing the scale of that city. Like, it
Yeah.
looks so badass in the show. Because, like, sometimes you think of it as being like this little tiny, like, some huts here and there, but it's a massive city. And they did a good job when they're flying in overhead, and you can see it all over the plains. It's a cool take on the city. Let's see. He's talented with a wooden stick now.
Well, and that's the intelligence part of him learning how to speak their language pretty quickly. Like, this wasn't 10 years later. He's like, I figured it out. But it's also like, I mean, I know it's EU, but he didn't go to school. He learned while he was traveling with his dad. So he picked up things. And I think that's like his tracking, and like, it's some people just can pick it up like that.
He's a
And I
fast
know-
learner, super intuitive, picks it all up. Laura,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt this dog. I'll be back.
Okay.
What's Penny doing?
She's kind of she's really
She's
needy.
into everything. Like,
and like
here, she's walking by me.
She has to be by Anthony. She's in an Anthony phase right now, so she just constantly wants. So actually, I think they renamed Slave One. I think they renamed it, didn't they? Because of like negative cultural
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, I think it got renamed.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep going. Let's see how it goes. This one, Jen, I wasn't sure. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let Jen take the lead here because you put tip of the hat, which is a new category for us.
So
Care to elaborate?
we often look at like sales data, right, from eBay, and also cover price. Thank you, cover
Yeah.
price. But there's also deals out there, and I thought,
Oh yeah.
like tipping the hat to the people who got these deals, right? So these are the ones that I found that I was like, oh, and I know I don't like shipping, but like even with shipping, it's still a good deal. So I meant to look up. I mean, on eBay you can't really see all of it, but I meant to look up like the little what you could see and put it with it, but I ran out of time.
All right, no, I think this is really cool. So Star Wars Boba Fett Twin Engines of Destruction one shot. They got for basically like $6.
Mhm.
99-cent bid.
That the insider to 201 magazine, wasn't that like for a while like a $20 some book? Like it wasn't like pricey for a while. I remember seeing it. I don't know.
Yeah, Jen got me on those. I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram, but I posted the latest cover that came up. Those covers are badass. Like really good covers. Here's another good one they did in the street art style. So those are very, very cool.
I was gonna
Pick
say
up.
you're drawn to that tagging look. It's kind of like an urban take on it. So
There it
hey,
is.
there it is.
I got mine over here somewhere.
I mean, and like cover price is $9.99. So for them to get 2 for that price, I was like, oh, even with shipping, like that's still pretty good. Yep.
Ooh, that's another good one.
Yeah, I mean, I like I've always liked Star Wars Insiders, and now I guess they know everybody's buying them now, so now they're like leveling up and doing better covers, and they're doing exclusives and things like that.
PX, yeah.
You know, and some of the older Insiders, man, have a lot of value. I mean, they're like first appearances, and
these are cool. So get the Star Wars Mandalorian Insider Edition.
oh yeah,
The
that one's good.
They had a bunch of these, and
hey, stop
Yeah.
it!
I buy these every time they come out.
Dang, so you must like Star Wars or both, right? I'm assuming.
I won't break out the big books. I won't break out the big guns, but
You know what I love? I love the old Dark Horse covers because I mean
Yeah.
they really, you know, their books look a lot better than the books you see today. I mean, especially the Boba Fett covers, they were really phenomenally done.
Isn't Dark Horse getting it back?
Yeah, from IDW, right? Didn't they buy them out or something? Who knows?
Yeah.
But
I love IDW, but right now is the time to take advantage of them because their front office is insanely unorganized.
What?
They're just dealing with them. Well, they've dealt with a lot of turnover, so they've had some seasoned staff in there for a lot of years, and out of nowhere, people are retiring or leaving, not from anything bad, and they've been trying to fill these positions with really unqualified people. The communication's been really interesting about a lot of turnover with some of their IP. So it should be.
I can't have you two on the show
And
together.
that's why I
It would
said
be so
communication is challenging. You got another retailer saying something similar, just in a different way. And yeah, I could totally see them passing off and selling some entities. And
All right. Well, very cool. This is a neat one. So, guys, tip of the hat to anybody out there that was able to snag up some of these pretty cool covers, you know, for roughly $5 a piece. You got Star Wars Boba Fett 1, Agent of Doom, Dark Horse from the 2000. A couple of those, actually. And then When the Fat Lady Swings, #2. Oh, that's a good one, too. Very good. All right.
that's a lady.
Yes. And. All right. Let's kick it off. Yeah. Keep that one on standby, Joe.
geez.
oh, that was good. That was good.
Good
I
Perfect
didn't know
timing.
you were going to come
timing.
with that slide. All right.
Perfect time.
What's the grade on that?
Disappointing 8.5, but I bought it at an 8.5.
I was going to say, clarify that you didn't press that 8.5. Okay.
No, I
Okay.
bought it at an 8.5 and always was tell myself, well, I'm going to press it and send it back in. I'm real lazy. Had other books. I've got that one. I've got a raw one that I know would be in the 9s, and then I've got the Treasury edition, the big sucker. So
Yeah.
But-
I have that one. I was trying to find it before the show because I put it somewhere
I
safe.
thought you have shown it before, Jen,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
I kind of remember.
I think they're so undervalued. The Treasury editions, whether it's Star Wars, A New Hope, or this Empire Strikes Back, I think a lot of these are so undervalued. You know, but comic book collectors are snobs. You know, sometimes they don't like the magazine size or it's too complicated. But first
No, Joe,
appearance
you
is the
call them
first
something
appearance.
else
You know?
better. You didn't call them snobs. You call them something else earlier. What was it? Do you remember?
what it-
Purists.
Purists.
Purists. That's what
Yes,
it
they're
was.
That's
Yeah,
what I
we were
said.
talking before the
Yes.
show. And all right. Yeah, that's
said
I like
purist.
that term, a purist. So, Jen, give us the stats here. Why did we? I mean, for those people out there who aren't like diehard Star Wars fans, but just want to know why we put this up first. Go
So
ahead.
technically, this is the first appearance of Boba Fett. It is an adaptation of Empire Strikes Back. I try to find I put it somewhere safe, and now I can't find it, so that's not good. But yeah, like if I would say I found mine a couple months ago in a half price books. It was in the oversized section. So definitely a half price book, Second and Charles, antique shops, comic book stores have an oversized section that collects dust. So if you are just a fan and you just want to own something and not pay crazy amounts of money, check that bin. And then as long as to me, and everyone has a different level of what they'll accept, if the cover is attached, I'm golden. But now I'm even learning if it's old enough, just take it. Just because it's so hard to find physically.
Yeah.
Like,
Star Wars collectors, they hang on to their shit and they hoard it. So like seeing some like old out in the wild, it's pretty rare because just people love Star Wars and they'll just buy whatever. Like, Star Wars fans, they buy the damn toothbrushes and like Star Wars vacuum cleaners and shit like that.
Shower curtains,
Curtains, like pillowcases, you name it, pajamas.
Was this
underwear.
a square bound?
Yes.
It's like-
It's kind of.
it's
Are you talking about the Treasury Edition? Is kind of like square bound. This has staples.
Fold with staples.
Mm.
Okay. So I was thinking, with the big size stuff, it's hard to keep it in decent condition because it's so big. They're so awkward. They're hard to store.
Well, they've got top loaders that'll hold your Treasury Edition. So
yeah, and they're right. Like, I get the purest point of view for storage and display and things like that. Like, I've got that Superman versus Muhammad Ali oversized. The damn thing's this freaking big, and it's cool as hell. But like, what do I do with it?
It's class. Hang it up.
Shit, it's like a poster, but it's a book.
Washcloth. See? Yeah.
Washcloths. All right. So, yeah, and it's the first appearance of Boba Fett, Yoda, technically. Yeah. Again, I know this stuff
predates
fuzzy.
the comic. It
This
predates
is a
the
little
comic
bit-
book.
Yeah. We'll get into. So I think it's just the way you word it, right? So later we will touch upon the first U.S. comic form.
Yeah, that is kind of how it words it. I was talking to Joe before. I'm like, so this is kind of tricky because if you look at it on Key Collector, you are going to see first appearance of Yoda, first appearance of Boba Fett, first appearance of Lando. And there's all these first appearances, but then you see it again. But okay, we'll get to that. So anyway, let's talk the pricing. We got $98 for the raw comic, which is not bad, a 9.6 going for $7.37. So again, out in the wild, this was, when did this get, was this 1980?
Yes, in the spring.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
It says
finding a
spring
really
1980.
nice condition is going to be tricky.
Yeah,
I
the
think
movie
that's
came
kind
out
of
in the
low
70s.
for a
You remember that
94.
70s show?
Yeah,
You remember the episode, the Star Wars episode?
It
no.
was good.
Where
I remember that.
and he's sitting there in the chair and he's like, why did he come see this movie like 10 times? Then all the laser beams start going off and he throws his popcorn. He goes, oh shit.
Right, that's right.
Good movie.
This book would be a lot different if Boba Fett somehow was on the cover.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, it would be it'd be pretty expensive.
Raging Roadhead said you're correct about Star Wars fans being hoarders. Really quickly, guys, we are at 51 live views. Please do not forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I kind of forgot at the beginning, so really quickly, thank you to our sponsors over at Cover Price. They are the ones that provide us with all the information that we use to give you your market report. If you go to their website and use code Flipside, you get 2 months of their unlimited membership for $1.99 a month, worth every penny. Okay, back to this. All right, so yeah, and it's on an upward trend, which I think almost all of them that we're going to see tonight are on an upward trend. That's the other question. Panel of comic book geniuses I have assembled here tonight. Is it, if you're gonna sell, is this the time to sell, or do you wait a little bit longer, or should you have done it before the show came out?
I think right now is the time to sell.
I'm saying sell.
Right?
If you were gonna sell, Ant says sell, Lucy says sell. Jen's thinking.
If you're gonna sell it, like people are buying them up right now, but like they're having to sell their stuff pretty cheap, is what I'm seeing. They're not getting max value for unless you've got this book in a high 9, like my A5. Like I wouldn't sell it unless I put it at like $200. Yeah, and Phil knows everything about Star Wars.
That's why I put him up. I'm like, that's the guy.
Right. He said, wait 2 more weeks, and
You
like,
want to
if
sell
you guys don't.
is over though.
Yeah, if you guys don't know Vintage Comic and Toys, he sells a lot on Whatnot. He's really blowing up. He's one of the best speculators in the game on anything Star Wars. So Like if he says wait 2 weeks, wait 2 weeks.
Because episode 5, 6, and 7 is supposed to be insane. So people that are selling right now, they're buying into the hype of the show. So buy now is what he's
I mean,
saying.
it depends on how many copies you have, right? If
See,
you
Phil
have-
knows something and he won't tell us.
I
you
know. I
that-
feel like he does too. Like, who does he know that's produced?
what,
How does he
like
know
Phil's
that?
kind of like a Mandalorian, you know. He'll like keep those secrets safe, you know. Phil's kind of.
I'm just saying, if you were gonna buy, you want to buy right around an announcement when they say, "Oh, Boba
Mhm.
Fett's gonna be on Disney Plus." That's when you start buying, not when the show's airing. Now is your time to wait and see which way it goes. If the show continues to grow and they drop some cool stuff in there, and then you go hunt it. You're golden. If the show takes a left turn, you're like, "Ah, that was lame." Hopefully, you sold it in the first 2 episodes.
Lucy,
See,
didn't
this
Mel
is
say
the
something
game.
about that? Like, there's like the
Yeah.
initial wave, the undercutter wave, then he called it like the asshole wave or
Yeah.
something like that. Like, there's all these different waves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I gotta quote
Yeah.
Mel one of these days.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Let's keep going. All right, up next. So we're taking a trip over to the UK on this one, right?
because this is just a few months later, but it still predates the US. And
It's
it's
cover
just
appearance.
it's just basically a reprint of the last one, but UK. And he's in the cover.
It has the
this
third
is
part
pretty
of the
cool.
story in Star Wars 42 is in this, right? Sure got that right.
And it's also is it magazine size too, or is this
Yeah.
like a comic book?
Well, it's a
form?
little bit bigger
It's
than a comic.
Okay, but it's still smaller than the magazine, or is it
No,
between
it's about the
those?
same size as the magazine.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
real thin. It's very thin.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, Jane, you wanted to say something?
That
Oh,
Okay, so it's a
Oh,
really thin.
I'm sorry, Jen. You go.
You guys are on the same page. I like it. You guys are on the same wavelength here.
Yeah.
So we're talking roughly the size of a magazine, but just thinner
Okay.
than the magazines are.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
First cover, but in the UK. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why let's take an asterisk, right? Like if you're just looking at, because again, I know sometimes we can't always do it, but we really try to do it by release date, right?
Mhm.
He thinks this predates the magazine, though.
This one,
Well,
so the last one was supposed to be, and again, it could be wrong, but it's supposed to be May. This is supposed to be around August, and then
Mhm.
the US version is later by like a couple
Mhm.
months. It's super
Okay.
close together.
The US version says spring. Spring.
Okay.
When's
Spring, what does that
springtime?
mean?
April, May.
April? Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think April.
April, May, June. That would be springish, right? That European says August, so that's fall. So
That's
spring
summer. August is no wait, is August?
August
I was
is
just about to
fall.
say, you're gonna confuse
It's
Laura
summer.
because every time football season starts, they're like, "Football's in spring," and I'm like, "Bro, Arizona, we got hot and cool. Like there is no spring.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
don't
have
have
that
remember which
season.
month go to
We
where."
don't. Yeah.
Right?
We don't have-
Shit,
we don't
When's
have that
spring
either.
ball? I don't know. As soon as
Hey.
it's done being hot.
Yeah.
Phil's gonna
yeah.
check for us though.
Did you see that? Let me check my listing.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there. Let me check my list and see. Just
Joe, you sounded just like him too. You nailed it.
No.
Let me check my listing. Phil, I would never.
I like
No,
the
no,
background.
I'm
You
not
guys
gonna
put
put
it
it
on.
on.
Oh,
Phil's a good man.
Okay.
I ain't making fun.
I
He is
love
good
Phil.
people.
He's awesome.
Laura, tell me when you got an
thanks.
opportunity for me to do a shameless plug.
Ooh, let's do a shameless plug right now while we're waiting on Phil to get back to us. Go ahead.
Okay, what is it?
You have
Let
control of my
me- Let
screen.
me do it. So if you guys, that's not the right one. If you guys do subscribe, that's not the right one. What the hell, Laura? Did you mess with my stuff?
I'm in a different room.
All right. If you guys do subscribe to Bird City Comics, and please head over and hit the link for our text line subscription, only because they come to you a little faster. And if you have questions, you're literally texting me. Laura, if you wouldn't mind sharing the screen, we launched a new book tonight, and check out the cover art.
Just
That's
show
badass.
that
That's pretty
TikTok
cool.
Red Hood made. Beautiful.
Yeah, I saw it. So yeah, this is super massive. It's the epic crossover event. If you guys don't know, Image doesn't do a lot of superhero stuff, and they're trying to break into that market. Radiant Black was solid. Doug Radiant Black. This is the first appearance of Rogue Sun before the even #1 Rogue Sun comes out. So you get a little key just in case these characters go somewhere. Really talented artist. Rob, how do you say last name, Laura?
Sitsky.
Seski. Rob Seski did this one. He's got another one of ours coming up. But his background is in movie poster design. So he's
Nice.
actually done Marvel movie posters.
Wow, it looks like a movie poster.
So we
That's
had
what he
him
was
do
going
it.
for. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And appreciate everybody that came out tonight and got them. I'm looking at my website right now, and there's still a ton of people there. So if it's slow, I apologize. But yeah, shameless plug of the night. Bird City Comics, head over, get our exclusives. We got a couple more coming out this month, and Laura designed both of the next Department of Truths.
Yes,
And
I
they are
did.
freaking awesome. So
I'm gonna keep making Lucy love them, despite not wanting to do Department of Truth covers anymore. You're gonna
I got a shameless plug, and I better do it before my wife gets pissed off.
Yes,
So
do it.
she had a rug made for me.
that's the rug.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
hello.
my man cave,
Dragon
a little
Lord.
throw rug, and she put
Oh,
Red Hood
that's
comic on it.
nice.
That's so awesome.
Oh, that's
Thank
pretty
you.
Cool.
That's a good woman.
Wifey.
Good woman.
Thank you.
wifey.
That is so badass. I mean, that's
Right?
a cool gift,
Right?
right?
I was
that's what you
like-
buy somebody like you. That's perfect.
Right, because I'm tough to shop for, man. Like if I want something, I just buy it. Right. So like I don't know what to get. So you got everything. So like
Uh,
That was
So-
thoughtful.
so okay, so Vintage, he said that JJ is right. It does. It is August 1980. So
Yeah.
magazine says spring 1980. So okay.
So it's good to know.
Okay.
Again, we I know there's a couple shows we did it where they were kind of out of order, but like
Mhm.
really strive to get them as close
Yeah.
as possible.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you, guys.
Lucy, I thought Laura told you to take down the sex wing before we went live.
See, we put the Christmas tree down, so now Sam put the little swing for Romy again.
I gotta get my tree down now.
But yeah,
I like
we did over the weekend.
year-round Christmas trees. Let's
Yeah.
start a petition.
Decorate as
All right.
Valentine's.
Mm,
do you guys own one of these magazines? The European. Do you
I
have this
don't.
one,
No.
Jen? You
No.
don't? I would
That's
love. I've
impressive,
tried
Robert.
to buy this over the years, and like I've passed on it because of condition and stuff like that. And I always tell myself I'll run into it, but
I think at this point, like especially foreign stuff from having Rob on, if you
Yeah.
see something foreign, just pick it up.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I 100% agree. He actually sent
Yeah.
me Star Wars stuff. Oh man. What a-
Oh, he
it's
said
in
you
your-
and
it's
Dan,
in your
right?
box.
yeah, I was a little jealous.
I was
No,
jealous of yours
everybody
too,
got
though.
something different. Laura got the Star Wars stuff.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
right,
got
that's
Star Wars. And
right.
didn't you get like a signed Jenny Frison book?
I did. So I was
yes,
Laura, tradesies. I feel some tradesies coming on.
you can't trade because
It's a gift.
yeah, it was
yeah.
very, very nice of them. It was so sweet. But
Yeah.
okay, let's keep going. So here we go. This is the big boy that all of you guys are going to be thinking about out there.
oh yeah.
Star Wars 42.
Hmm.
Let's see. We'll do a quick. We'll start with Jen and do a round table. Jen, give us the lowdown on this one.
So December 1st, 1980, and yeah, the first cover and first not movie adaptation story.
Okay,
Comic book
Jen,
US form.
what is on this cover that is incorrect?
That's incorrect.
Anybody can answer on the panel. And no, this is not something I knew prior to the show. I actually came across it while I was doing research for the stuff, and somebody was like, "Oh, did you ever notice that blank?" Anthony, nothing. Joe, nothing.
I'm looking at a couple of things. Maybe the color scheme on his armor, the gun with the big sniper barrel,
You're warm, but you're not there yet.
his helmet.
Oh, his shoes.
No, it has nothing to do with Boba Fett. I'll give you that.
Let's
Is
see.
it
Dengar
Bosk's color?
Bosk's color of his outfit, right,
Yes!
is supposed to be yellow, and he's got like a purple.
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
this color
Damn
wrong.
it.
It's supposed to be like a
Damn it,
yellowish
Red.
orange.
Right,
Good
you
job.
have to say it at
Thank
the
you.
same time.
Thank you.
That was good. I was like, oh, Bosk's fight suit is incorrectly covered purple. I made a note so I wouldn't forget. But
I
All
sound
right.
like
That's a little-
they
that's a little
colored
nugget.
it wrong.
what, Ant?
That's
I
a
said-
good little nugget.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
little
nugget.
nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Laura fun fact.
I don't feel like these have hit their ceiling yet. This I'm talking like I'm putting this up there. Boba Fett is loved, and I think if they develop him right through the series, they start these War of the Bounty Hunters storylines are great. War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. I don't know if you guys have read that yet. Spoiler. Do you guys know when they put Han in carbon?
I like how you say spoiler, but you don't give a second for it. Like you run through it.
Yeah, when I
Spoiler, they
get
all die.
as soon as I say the words you need to go, I'm gonna go spoiler, and you need to go la 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 like within seconds because I'm moving right on. But you know how they put Han in the carbon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
War of the Bounty Hunter Alpha is Boba Fett transporting him to the huts, and he stops for gas and he loses the body. And this is the adventure he goes on to get it back. All we see is that he gets put in carbon, he ends with the huts. There's that gap in between, and they created a whole story, which I thought was awesome. Then you get the black suit Boba Fett. That's what, you know, the collecting gets fun. But yeah, I don't think this has hit its ceiling. I hope not. I
Wait,
want
and-
this to be one of those books that's just
Hold on. This is Chad Cave, so you have to answer this. You know what's wrong with this book? CGC labels don't say first appearance of Boba Fett.
Really,
Right.
they don't?
Is that true?
CGC labels don't say first appearance of Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo.
Is it Star Wars specific that they don't do that on?
Yeah, well, no, there's a lot of shit CGC doesn't put what
Well-
they're supposed to put on a book. You know,
Like, I know if you're like first, like let's say comic comes out Wednesday and you send it right to CGC, and hey, it's a first appearance of something. If you're the first person to get it to them and you don't put a note for them, they don't know to do that. Now, if you're like the 100th book, then they know and they'll add it. But
So
It-
the recent books they will have them.
there's times that they'll miss it. Like if you're that quick to get stuff to CGC, it might not be on the label.
Before they update the labels.
But
Hold
I
on,
mean,
couple
if this
questions.
book,
So, I
if
don't
this book
think-
is old. Like,
yeah,
you
I don't
know,
think
like,
that like if I'm gonna send in that book to CGC, I guarantee it won't say a first appearance of Boba
Well,
Fett.
you're gonna have to let us know once you get it
Yep.
back.
Miley,
I mean,
You know?
I'll take your advice, Jen. I'll write it all over. Hey, can you put that it's his first appearance and see if that changes anything?
I know for new books it can. So if you ever send something new in, it's good to put a note, especially if you're like the first person to.
Yeah, see, and you know, I wonder, you know, when we had Matt Nelson on Flipside, I should have hit up Nico to ask him how come they haven't added like first appearance of, especially in the first Star Wars book, like first appearance of Luke Skywalker, because that's a big deal. You know,
Yeah.
that's a
Right.
big deal for collectors because that levels up your slab, much like if they ever made a Star
I mean,
Wars label.
only if you're gonna be a seller, right? It counts. But if it's just for you, then you, like Jen, I assume like she wouldn't sell. So I know that she wouldn't. Partly, I don't know, Jen, but you can tell me you wouldn't care because you know what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So you don't really need that validation.
Yeah, I think that's it's more for resale. Like
Yeah, I need
as a-
validation. I want validation. 100%. I want validation that that's a first appearance. I mean, come on. I don't want.
Well,
Anyway,
it would change the market, right? It would make it more valuable. I mean,
I was
that's
gonna say it's a
fact.
Bronze Age book. What would you put this up against? Would you'd rather have this over a first appearance? What?
Ooh, man.
Damn, did I just blow your mind, Red Hood? Because you look deep already.
Well,
What do
like
you got?
a lot of people have compared this to Hulk 181. You know,
Really?
that
Hey,
for Star Wars collectors, that this is the Hulk 181. Yeah, see, people need a validation on first Sabine. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
this book was like so underappreciated for the longest time, and now like
Because this
You-
one,
you-
what the past year, kind of like it went up, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
and
not-
and then you've got the newsstand out there too, so that's a thing. So newsstands carry a lot of value as well. So
I was and they're still out there because I was this is a couple months ago. No, 2 years. Yeah, pre-pandemic. That I was going through someone's back issue bins because I begged to go through them and I would help them out, and not bagged or boarded, pulled out like a pristine copy.
get out
I
of
just
here.
looked at it. I looked at him, and he's like, "Oh, that's in there." I'm like, "Oh my god."
That's awesome. Did you buy it?
No, it was
Did you
a
take
loose,
it?
No, it was a loose
Oh.
deal, and the loose deal was like I would get a deal on some of them, and at that time I didn't have a ton of money, And so I went, even though I really wanted this one, he wanted it more than I was willing, even with a discount for me, like finding it. Like I chose the She-Hulk for $20.
What?
Next time
Ooh.
you holler at your boy.
I would have
okay?
done the same thing, Jen. I'm
You know what's
All
funny?
right.
Laura and I have bought thousands of comics and collections, and lots of books have rolled through our house. And it's interesting that you guys say that, because I think I've come across 2 Hulk 181s, but I've come across like 10 or 15 of these in collections.
Yeah.
We have a couple. I'm sending them to you now, Red Hood. Fix them up for me. But it is interesting. I think this is an undervalued book. I think they can be found. I think they're out there.
Which would you choose, guys? First Boba Fett or first? Oh, Jen voted Ahsoka for Jen. Boba Fett for Ant.
Boba Fett.
I think you've got like younger people that grew up with Ahsoka. Of course, they're going to want Ahsoka. You know, like me and Ant, they grew up with like Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. We're going to want Boba Fett.
Yeah,
I like
I'd
Boba
want
Fett.
Fett.
But Ahsoka has, I can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, so like you that was your Boba Fett, you know, for you. Like,
you guys are gonna hate me. Is Soka the one with the little horn thingy? Okay.
Chingadera.
With the chingadera thing.
with the esa cosa, así,
Okay. I'm bad with names, guys. If it's not something that I like, I'm not gonna no. But I kind of remember, yes.
The names in Star Wars can be really intimidating because you have to like learn a whole new language to remember the names of the cities and the people and the languages, and it's like it can be very daunting at times. Guys, we are at 65 live viewers. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We appreciate the support so much. You guys are coming out to these shows, and it just makes us feel so warm and fuzzy. So make sure you're subscribed and give us a thumbs up. I'm dying. They love that, Lucy. The one with the thingies.
I will say the Boba Fett series. I mean, it feels like Star Wars. You know, I mean, it feels like Star Wars. Other than the past bullshit that they've put out. You know, like episode 7, 8, and 9. You know, like. You know, like it just feels like you're back home when you're watching this, and the whole deal with the Sand People is pretty phenomenal.
Mhm.
Lucy, I think this should be a new segment of the show. When you can't think of it, you just start explaining it in Spanish. Be like, a las dos cuchillos. See if everybody can guess what you're saying.
Guys, don't forget, Lucy is writing down names because at the end of the show, Anthony, our wonderful guest host / retailer, is going to be doing a Boba Fett themed giveaway. Really cool books, a 1 in 25 on the left, and then you got the War of the Bounty Hunters. That's the first Boba Fett in his new black suit on the right, and they're going to go home with somebody for free in addition to Nimesh for the badass donation. So make sure you're commenting. Lucy, are we making it so they have to be here to win?
Yes, that you have to be live
for
you, and we're gonna call out your name and answer that you're here. So we said that we were gonna do the giveaway from last time, but I guess we'll move it for next.
I know, shit. We keep on doing all these giveaways.
We'll do it for next week. It's from our video of Hawkeye. That we said we were gonna do a giveaway from the comments. So if you haven't watched that one, go ahead and watch it, and you'll see what we're talking about. And we'll move it to next week.
Perfect. And really quickly, they're mentioning the super massive cover. You want to throw that up one more time before I move on?
Yeah. Let me get that up. Yeah.
And then Phil said that he's not going to be here, so if he wins, he wants Chad Cave to have it.
Where's Phil going?
Yeah, Phil, what the hell?
You got a what not sell tonight, Phil?
Then somebody up here was asking if they should hold on selling, and Phil, our Star Wars genius, said wait 2 weeks. All right, there's the supermassive book that we just launched about 50 minutes ago over at birdcitycomics.com. It is a badass poster by Rob Zinsky. It's supposed to be like a movie poster variant. He specialized in movie posters for a while. Really talented artist. And like what Anthony was saying, this is technically going to be the first appearance of Rogue Sun before he even has his solo series. So good opportunity for a key there if this does become something big.
I will say great choice on the artist, guys. I mean, that book is fucking phenomenal.
Thanks. You know, a little.
Like if
little...
I don't know anything about these characters. I mean, I've got a couple of Radiant Black #1s because buddy of mine, no, you got to buy it. It's going to be okay. I'll buy a couple, but like, this makes me want to read that book just because of the art on the cover. At least it makes me want to open it up. It looks like it's going to be something.
Thank you. That's very cool. Yeah, we're big fans. His artwork's very distinctive, and he's such a good painter. And all right, let's keep cruising though.
Since we're talking nice things about me, Laura, can you put back up the sheet one time, please?
Oh,
my screen. So, guys, this is our website, and if you notice, we do great covers.
Yeah,
You're so modest. You're so modest.
Something that I forgot to put in my email, if you guys didn't see it, Monkey Prince #1. This needs to be on people's radar. I don't know if it's got some long-term game, but these covers, if you're a cover buyer, a cover flipper, a cover connoisseur, I was blown away by these Monkey Prince covers, especially the 1 in 25. I love when the 1 in 25s are better than like the 1 in 50s.
Yeah, those are sick.
Fast food. Looks like McDonald's right here.
Dustin Nguyen is a beast, though, man. You know,
look at that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But we just got these all squared away, super massive. We launched our Draculina. Of course, Greg Horn hooked it up with these 377 Hulk homages. We did all 3 printings. These are going to look great if you have the 3-book set. And we partner with some cool retailers, and we get all kinds of goodies. So
like, how does that go? Like, you call Greg Horn up on the phone, hey, do that She-Hulk cover.
Pretty much.
And
I call him up.
If you don't like it, hey, Greg, you burn me, bro.
So
I thought you were
so it's that back and forth. I'll call him up and I'll say, look, I need this done. And he'll go, me, and he'll hang up on me. And then he'll call me back and go,
no. Marvel handles all the artists. We don't even, that's all done through them. They're like our intermediary.
To Marvel, and then Marvel hits it back and goes, he said yes, he said no. So yeah. Greg's a cool guy though. We've talked and hung out, and but yeah, head over to the site. Good place to hang out. All kinds of goodies here for you guys. And yeah. All right, I'm done.
Department of Truth. Hey, click on that Department of Truth.
Yeah. Right there. Which one? 11?
No, number 14.
My Nakayama.
Oh, Nakayama.
No. Oh, I thought the other one.
Oh yeah, that is just fucking beautiful.
I can't believe that's still available. Can't believe
Dude,
it.
I'm in love with these ones. I love the Day of the Dead ones.
Oh yeah,
Ricardo Drummond is up and coming, man. Like, that's going to be somebody that you start seeing a lot.
Did you see? I tagged you on my post today that I posted. Still here. This one. And did you get orders for this today?
I haven't looked at the specifics, but I mean the website's been rocking today. So
I sent a few people your way because they really liked that one, and I told them it was still available.
Aren't these details great though? He's got the ice cream scoopers.
Oh yeah,
ice cream earrings.
You did a really good
it's
job.
A female cover. Nobody's in a female ice cream man yet.
That's a great twist right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, all right, done talking about how great I am.
You're good. You can talk as long as you're giving shit away. Talk all you want, man.
That's the only reason I come on, so I can talk about me and give shit away.
All right, Jen, what do we have next? Star Wars 68. Tell us about it.
So this is not Boba Fett. This is somebody else, but it is the first mention of Mandalorians, which that was I think Vintage had a question about will there be a season 2 of Boba Fett, and I don't know, but it would make sense for whatever happens on Tatooine to be integral to the overall Star Wars story moving forward. So Mandalorians, period, we know are going to be important because Bo-Katan and Mando are going to be trying to figure out who's going to be, Black Saber. So, but he's tied to it. Like, even though they don't consider him a true Mandalorian because he's a clone, he's a pure clone. Like, I think the Django even said, like, you're my son. Like, you're not. He didn't consider him a clone. He just considered. He
went through all the processes of being a human being aside from test tube baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he grew. He was fed. There was no additives, no human growth hormone. He's all natural.
No
GH, no fish oil, whatever you get babies now. Goat's milk.
Fish oil is good for our kids. That's
what's that goat's milk thing people were on like 10 years ago instead of doing like Similac?
You know what holds up pretty well after all these years that I didn't think would would do what it's doing is like the Clone Wars movie, you know, like episode 2, right? Like when you uh get to first see the little Boba Fett, and like that holds up a lot better now. Like you can watch it and it just holds up a lot better than when I remember when it came out. People were just like, you know.
I liked it. I know people
Yeah.
were like, I mean, I didn't think it was the best movie ever, but I just thought it was hard for me to hear people like trash on it for years and be like, but they showed so much stuff and it was too much government and midichlorians. What is that? And I'm like, well, how do you want them to explain the Force? Like,
So I thought, you know, episode 1 was a little bit hard. Episode 2, the Attack of the Clones is the one that I think is like the sleeper good, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like you watch it now knowing what you know, and just I think Filoni and Favreau, like they're building that connectivity to those prequels, and so like it's going. Some of these are going to hold up better, but like I don't think they can do much for episode 1. I mean, that was just, you know.
Don't you love having Joe on? He always had so much. I could just sit there and.
You know, I remember watching episode 1 like 6 times, like in 10 days, trying to convince myself that this was a good movie.
I like the
and
pod racers in that game that came from it.
I remember
So
the only good part was when Darth Maul came out from dun, dun, like, and everybody went crazy because the movie was so boring up until then. They're like, "Ah!" And then that was it, you know.
Yeah, but I also like how though he didn't die in that movie, how they brought him back in Clone Wars, the series.
Yeah.
And how he that's like the whole Crimson Dawn stuff that isn't that comic that Ant was talking about. It leads into the Crimson Dawn. Like, and I know if you watch Rebels, we all know what happens to Maul, but I even after Solo, I'm like, oh, there's that little piece that I just want to see or them explore more, talk about to flesh it out. But
that movie was all casting though. Like they had everybody except for Turbo Time Kid. Like that's the only thing I ever see him as. It's Turbo Time. No, it's not Turbo Time. That was bad. And then of course, I swear they could turn the whole thing around if some randomly way they make who's the guy everybody hates? Jar Jar Binks, if he ends up being a Sith. I'm back in. If he
I
there was
thought
all
he
this
was a Sith Lord, dude.
I hope so.
Ultimate powers.
Come over to the dark side.
I liked that character. I liked him. I thought I mean,
Misa with the dark side now.
That would be funny.
Then I'm back in. I'm all in if he ends up being a Sith Lord.
That's all it's good sake, huh? T. Jones just got one of the Monkey Prince covers. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good series. That's a good one to pick up. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right, so Raw Comic 179. I went on eBay. You can get a newsstand for roughly $185 if you prefer the newsstand editions, with about $10 shipping. I don't know if this includes the shipping on there, but somebody up here, Chad was saying,
Gemini.
look at this. See, how is this book higher raw average sales than 42?
Mm-hmm.
well, Mandalorians versus Fett, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh,
Yeah, but you're talking like the Bible versus Jesus. Like, you want the guy or do you want the book?
That's a good analogy. I like that. That's
I bring something to the table. Not just giveaways.
That was pretty damn good, dude.
That was pretty good.
Hey,
That was
clip
actually-
that. That's tomorrow's clip.
You get struck by lightning, bro.
Oh man.
That's how I finish my drink. Then maybe we'll talk.
All right, let's keep cruising. Next up, this one again. I had to do some research and dig into this a little bit, but really cool cover. Jen,
Love
you
the
want to tell
cover.
us about it?
well, so I was trying to think of things that I've come across that it was mislabeled or mis put away, right? So I found this in the Wizard section. It was in the magazine section, but it wasn't magazine size, it was comic book size. And I was like, oh, sweet, $2, cool. And you could still probably find it for probably, if you dig, not online, but if you dig in person, hopefully 20 and under, right? Like under 10. But there's two different kinds. There's this one, and then there's the other one that has like a gold foil top to the trade.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
It's from 1997. So it's not early Fett, but it's a Fett cover that I think is still kind of cool, and that's still like attainable for a lower price.
Yeah, and I like that. I like when we include stuff that's a little bit more manageable to find and not break the bank. Joe, what do you think on this one?
I think the cover's badass. You know, just the armor, you know, just beaten up and just like it just looks like he's on like almost like that what's that movie, the
Usual Suspects. Yes,
right, in that lineup kind of deal, like, and who knows, that probably was homaged from that, but I just it's one of those covers that, like, you know, not a lot of people knew about it, and then that, you know, a couple of years ago these were popping up, and it's hard to get in a high grade. I mean, I don't think there's very many 9/8s out there. I don't know, Jen, if you looked at the census.
No, I don't look at the census stuff. I probably should, but Chuck is right. It was the foil was a mail away book.
Do we know who the cover is by? What the artist was?
Oops.
All right, somebody in the chat has to know. Dig around. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Phil would know right away.
Yeah, freaking Phil.
Phil said he was going to Walmart because he said there was Walmart packs at like 90% off.
He's that guy that you have to like kind of push an elbow to get in there a little bit. You're like, get out of the way, guy. He's doing mincing pose.
A what? A menacing pose?
I think it says mincing.
Mincing. Oh, what's mincing?
Like when you mince garlic.
Oh, okay. I went to
don't think
Miller
that's
High
what he
School, so that's a big word. Big
think
word
he-
alert.
I think you meant menacing, right? Isn't that what you meant, menacing? I don't know.
He's mincing garlic pose.
Yeah, he just got done mincing garlic. Obviously, Joe, that's what that is. Yeah, very cool cover. What's up? Oh, Team Nerd Herd is in the house. Guys, if you have not listened to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, you are missing out.
This is Steve.
Oh, so they call me Bruce real quick. Jeremiah. So Jeremiah, they call me Bruce is right. Check out Clone Wars and then Rebels. He comes back. Well,
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, $20 raw, 9.8, $221. It's on a slight downward trend, but it's a cool cover if you're a collector. All right, Anthony, let's keep cruising. All right, Ant, name the artist.
Adi Granov.
Yes! God, you're so...
That and his initials are down in the bottom right hand corner.
Damn it!
This is a really nice cover. I really like this cover. Pretty nice.
I knew it anyway, but then I was like, I was about to say it, and then I saw the initials, and I'm like, damn, I'm right.
Star Wars #1. This is from 2015. The Forbidden Planet Adi Granov cover, as Anthony was saying. I think
It's an
there's a
homage
black
to an
and
Iron
white
Man
of this,
pose.
isn't there?
huh? You say
Isn't there a black and white to this? Yeah,
Doesn't that look like an Iron Man pose, Laura?
it totally does.
It's a superhero landing.
Superhero landing. That's it. Yes.
Superhero landing. And when you ask me to do like the laundry, I'm gonna jump out of the laundry room and go, boom, here's your towel.
Please don't do
No,
that.
no,
All
no.
you need is Elaine in the background going like,
She's
I was
like,
gonna
Mom,
say
stop."
that. I was gonna say that. That's what as soon as I saw the post, it reminded me of her.
That was the best part when she landed. And she's like, "That felt so bad." Like when she said it was so lame.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
dude, for this Star Wars one, I think there was like 78-ish variants.
What?
78.
Yeah.
Wow.
From the 2015 series.
I thought
Wow.
only Stray Dogs got those numbers. Trish, are you still
I
out there?
know.
You got competition with Star Wars,
3
though.
points chance,
Good
yeah,
call.
man.
Good call.
Dang.
The Black
Well,
Widow
that was a good call.
pose.
Yeah, the Black
Superman
Widow
homage.
pose. Yeah.
I don't know if it is
Well, a
or
lot
not.
of
I mean,
superheroes do that, so I mean.
Yeah,
right?
that's a badass cover.
Mhm.
Laura, I'm
Slaughter.
mad at Team Nerd Herd
Why are you mad at Team Nerd Herd?
because you've been on their show and I haven't.
Oh, are you jealous? They like me more than you. Oh,
Nice.
I'll wear something sexy, guys. Just have me on.
We'll put them in a crop top.
Look, there's a
Say-
photo right there.
I'm gonna send this out
Wait.
before CGC raises their
nice.
prices.
Mm.
I
Hey,
thought that already happened. When does that go into effect?
The
I like
18th,
Baron
right? You
for
got to have your
69
books in
years.
by the 18th, I think.
Yeah, but won't they just sit there like waiting to be checked
No,
in?
as
And then by
long
the
as
time you check
it's
them in?
post marked on there before, like, yeah, that's what they said.
What's up with
Color
this
parent
John
tattoos. Be on your
Peterson?
guard, Aunt.
No, but then there's
Well, he
another
said-
one. No, that he posted something else about tattoos about something it does not even go with our chat. But he said
I think he's talking.
Also,
I don't
agree
know.
with tattoos are deaf for attention and clear red flags for trauma. That's what he said earlier.
Oh,
Oh shit, Aunt's covered in tattoos. So, all right.
Hey, real quick poll: should I get Bird City tattooed on my knuckles?
Oh God,
Jen,
no.
do you want to be my friend? The answer to that is no, Jen. No.
What if he did henna? Because then it only lasts like 2
No,
weeks.
I'm planning
Yeah,
full.
I'm fine with
I'm
that.
planning full sleeves all the way down to my hand on my wrist. I'm like,
cool
I
with
need,
that too.
and I'm gonna do the
Yeah.
Joker face where I go like that, and it's a smile.
I've got a
Oh,
Mandalorian
No,
tattoo
stop it.
Do you
No.
really?
Where?
on
Where?
on my shoulder.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
sexier. Way you
So
said
I
it.
got, my friend, all three of us were diehard Star Wars fans, and we all said that we were going to get the Mandalorian tattoo, all of us, and I guess I was the only idiot that
You're the
did
only
it.
one that did. Oh.
That's
So,
messed up. It's like all of us will get it on Saturday.
Yeah.
And They're like, oh, sorry.
they're not my
Look
friends
it,
anymore.
but it fits perfectly. Geek driven, Laura. It does. It fits
No.
perfectly.
Wait, just
Oh,
do
yeah.
henna to see how it looks. It'll last 2 weeks and then go from there.
Do you want to know what he's gonna do for the full sleeve? He's gonna get the not the Gotham. What's it called? The gate.
Arkham City
Arkham
Asylum.
City gate, but put Bird City as the gate. But have like the gate going down his arm. I think that'd be really cool. Ooh.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Does my monito, Boba
You got a
Fett?
booster pack.
No. This is
Oh, blister.
this is a transition card, 77
Oh.
back. This is the first time they switched over to that photo variant. Before it was just the iconic Boba Fett in space. So these are starting to go up a lot.
What do you want to trade for that? I got a pug. She's used. She's got some miles on her.
We're not trading our pug in.
So I'll trade you my Yorkie for the pug. My
No
Yorkie,
deal. I
she's
love
terrible.
my pug.
No. All right. So you guys, $89 for this raw comic. We're up to 70 live viewers. Again, if you haven't already, please give us a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Tales from the Flipside has really good content all week long. There's something every single day to keep you guys out there entertained and learning and flipping and whatever.
Oh, and
also-
there's the people here. We should be going up on IG views. IG, make sure you follow Bird City. Make sure you guys follow Red Hood. He sends some videos of like books that he's worked on. And I'm not easily impressed. I'm not. And that whole transition when they go to like the cleaning, I'm like, that mother right there.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, that was
Mr. Clean Magic Erasers is doing some work.
no, I don't use erasers.
God, they're terrible.
Like don't use any erasers on your comic books. Like I've been telling people, like, don't do it.
I do
Dude,
that
I would pay to
sometimes.
go through a class, a basic cleaning class for you. Would pay money.
So I was talking to Phil about doing like some tips and pointers how to pre-screen and how to grade your own books and identify pressing candidates of like crack open and crack and repress and basic cleaning techniques on your books.
Hell yes. That would be gold for us. I think everybody on this panel would watch that. And everybody watching would watch that. So yeah, follow Joe.
Yeah, a lot of it it's a lot of practice.
I don't have the patience for it. I'd be like, nope, I'm sending it to Joe. Next up,
Right? Or just send it to Red Hood Comic.
at Red Hood Comic.
At Red Hood, yeah, I'll clean it.
All right, so next we got Star Wars. This is the #1 variant. What is this an homage to? Oh, I can't.
Oh, the Punisher.
ASM.
Is it just
129.
me or I can't stand these homages.
That
I can't-
homage is freaking fire. it's fire. And then
See, if it was me, I'd be
my
Boba Fett.
LCS. That's a LCS about an hour and a half away from me.
See,
Heroes and Fantasies.
if this was an Anthony version of this book, I'd be Boba Fett, and instead of Han Solo, there'd be a taco there.
Like, don't
With a
eat
bullseye
me.
on the taco.
That's my comic. Laura, what would yours be?
Oh, I don't know. I like these homages though. I knew you were going to say that you're not a fan of these, but I think they're kind of they're cool. I mean, it's kind of like ASM 300. Like you're going to see a ton of them, but
Ugh, another one.
another one.
I think this one is done quite well.
I agree. I think this one works. Go ahead, Jen.
The last book, this book, and the next book are all Star Wars #1 from 2015. And if you don't like this one, I wonder what you think of the next one.
Wait, hold on real quick. I think Han Solo ate the taco. Look right between his legs.
Oh, Anthony
yeah.
Arroyo.
That's look at that
Pedal
firecracker.
bomb. That's a pedal bomb right there, bro.
Yep. Bad placement. See?
That is bad. I didn't even see it till you said something though.
Dude, I don't know what he ate, but it must have contained habanero.
Chipotle away.
I want to see the next one. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
see
Oh,
what Jen
okay.
said. I like this one.
All right.
Sounds
We get
like
a
better.
Tales to Suspense Iron Man
I like
appearance.
this one better.
So this one I had in my hands at a LCS 50% off sale,
Ugh.
and it was listed for 15, so I got for 750. And this guy next to me is like, oh, and he had a bunch of like Boba Fett action figures that they were also half off. And he's like, oh, I love Boba Fett. And I like looked at his action figures and I looked at the book.
Oh,
And
he's so
like-
nice.
And I gave it, and I'm like, here, you can have it. He's like, oh, that's so cool. Is it a good story? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't read it. And then, but to this day, every now and then I think about it. I'm like, I kind of wish I would have kept it.
Like,
We
oh,
need
that's
to,
nice.
we
I
need
like
to
this
teach
too.
you some killer instinct,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
don't feel sorry for anybody, you know?
Yeah,
And just
I didn't feel sorry. I just thought,
we're gonna teach you how to take a
It was a
comic book.
nice thing to do.
No, we're gonna teach Jen how to take a comic book away from a little kid
Oh my god.
and not even think
Oh,
twice. Give me
never.
that book,
no. He just
and
seemed
then
like
that'll be your graduation right there.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah, I
stone
think,
cold
you know,
killer
I'd rather
comic book
look,
collector.
okay. If someone seems like a bigger fan than I am, it's
Yeah.
like okay, right? And if it's a kid, oh my god, you for sure believe I will give kids books all day long.
Yeah. You see,
No,
I think I
Red-
would've done-
Red Hood and
think
I are
would've
gonna-
done. I would have
Red-
done the same thing.
Red Hood and I are gonna fix you up, and then you're gonna be Hood comic aficionado.
Like if you're going out digging or whatever, like
She's
if
all
you were
growling at
digging for
people.
gold, if you were digging for gold, would you give someone your gold that you dug for?
Right? Just because they
Well,
like
what if you
nuggets
came
more?
across like something that wasn't gold, what was silver, and someone's like, "Wow, I love silver," and you're like, "Well, I want gold, so here's silver."
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm.
No,
I'm
we're
not
talking
frozen.
about
This is
different
just my
things. I
face
can't
right
think
now.
like that.
Well, I also one thing that like Brits noticed is like when I go to a comic book store, if there's 5 of a comic, I'll pick all 5 up. I'll look at them. I'll take the best one, and I put the rest back.
Do you crunch the other ones and put them
No.
back?
Oh my gosh.
Joe, that's some gangsta shit right there.
We will never do that.
If I can't have them, nobody will.
Oh my god.
Like,
No! You don't do
Yeah.
that.
I know,
People
I'm
do
just
that,
playing,
though?
but it sounds funny.
People probably do that, but then they
Oh, I
get
know they
Probably.
do. Oh, I know they
I want to
do.
go dig in with Jen, so when she finds something good, she'll be like, "Oh, look!" And I'm like, "That's my favorite."
Oh no.
My
I
grandma
really
used
like
to
that
read
one.
me that one.
My tata read me that on his knee.
Putting stuff back, like when I put stuff back, I'm like, oh, someone's gonna be really happy like later. Because I know sometimes when you find something really cool, you're like,
Yeah.
it's that cool feeling of like, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost feel like
know
it's
what you
dirty
mean.
when I find something good digging. Like I'm digging around, and then I'm filing through, and I look at it, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. You're looking around.
Dude, do you get when you dig, Anthony? Do you like when you're picking books? Do you lay them opposite sides so nobody can see your shit
Face down, bro.
face down? Even though, like, if I'm
Oh,
at
Jen
half
has
price books,
something.
I'm
Yes.
like paranoid of old ladies, dude. Like, don't be looking at my.
But when I'm in
stuff,
line to
you know?
pay, I'm like this, and then the guy I look behind me and be like,
No, I hate it when I'm digging and I see someone I know and they go, "What are you picking up, Joe?" And I was like, don't worry about it, bro. Like, and he
Check
goes,
my
oh,
IG.
it's like that, and I go, it's like that.
Jen, don't you have a
Ooh,
story
okay.
about
For
that?
years, I never understood why people did that, right? I'm like, why? Because I'm curious what people are getting, whatever. But one day, this guy told me, he's like, "Oh, you put side up? Why?" I'm like, "Why not?" He's like, "Because if someone likes what you like, well, like you're distracted looking in the bin, someone will take that comic." And I'm like, "What? No." He's like, "Yeah." So you put them face down so they don't know what you have. And I'm like, "I've never heard that before. How's this a thing?"
It's a thing.
This, or you hide comics in the store. I've heard of that too. That's what
I
H&H
heard-
Comics is saying. Somebody
when I
hides
used to
them.
work at the comic book store, I seen like people they used to do that. Like they will take it out like when they were new, like and they couldn't get like they'll take it and then put it in the back bin, and then later we'll come back and they will get it. Like the price went up on it, and then it's like, oh, it's in the back issue.
Oh,
I
I've
had that
definitely
happen to me
come across
Oh,
too.
that's
like-
some. See, now that's
Mhm.
some bullshit right
yeah,
there.
you'll come across like someone's like I'm like, what's this stack that's like not. I go to the front of the store, I'm like, what is this?
That was
Mhm.
somebody's stash. You found somebody's stash.
Oh.
No, see, I'll tell you a good story. I had the first appearance of Gore the God Butcher. Okay. Right when it got hot for $5. I ran inside Wednesday Warren. It just hit. I run inside. I find one in just in the Thor books. I grab it. I get in line and I made the fatal mistake. The guy goes, "What do you have?" And I went, "Oh, this." And he's like, "Hey, do you guys have any more?" And then like 3 people ask, and then like they check the price and they're like, he's getting his for $5. So I lucked out because it says $5. If you guys want the other ones we have in storage, we're going to adjust the price. They told him that. And I'm like, why don't you guys shut up? Because they would have put out more and we would have been back. But they start, so that's why you keep them close to the vest. Get your books, you check out, because then the guys get loud about it.
Not only that, when you go up to the pay, like I don't let them touch my books. I show them the price, but I don't let them handle the books because they'll get them and then they'll like bang them on the counter, like you know what I mean, and it drives me nuts. And they'll manhandle the books. I go, no, you can see the price. And he goes, well, let me see. And I go, I go, bro, I don't want you touching the books because you fucked up the books the last time. I go, I hate being an asshole because like I had picked a first appearance of Thrawn, the Matina variant, and I couldn't get out of that store fucking fast enough. I paid $1 and I sold that. I paid $1 for it probably about 3.5 years ago, and I sold it to shout out Illustrate. He probably watches. I paid $1 for it, bro, but he bought it for 30. He bought it for $3,600 cash money. So you can imagine, like I have that book, and I'm driving, and I'm holding that book, like driving, holding that book. I couldn't get that in the press fast enough. I couldn't get it to CGC fast enough. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest flips.
Guys, they're talking about hiding toys in Target, and look at this. I used to work for Target, and I hide them until they go on clearance.
Can you do that?
Damn.
You're not supposed to do that, but I mean, why not? Well, like morals or ethics or whatever. But yeah, I think people do that a lot. Or they'll see something like, what was it, the pop figures that people, like the employees were stashing them before
I
people
had a
could get to
friend
them?
who worked there, and he used to hide them and when they was like the big thing, like it's especially the exclusive of Target. And he got me, I think, like 1 or 2 like that he hid it behind other toys. And then it's like, oh, it's on this side. And then
they fire people for that.
Oh, yeah. If you get caught, it's like you're done.
Yep.
All right, we got to get back to this. We're totally going on a tangent here, guys. So we got the Star Wars. This is the Tales from Suspense 39. Yes. Yes.
You would know best. You're an Iron Man, so I'm gonna say you're probably right on that.
I love that cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Next up.
Nice.
Nakayama.
Nakayama.
Not your mama.
We did the Nakayama show last week, guys. If you missed it, you need to go back and rewatch it. That was a great show. He's one of our favorites. Are we going to do
a part 2? Because I'll hit him up all week long until he gets tired of me, and then he'll come on.
He messaged me too after you got to him, Red Hood, and he was like, if you guys would have got me earlier, because then I went and did stuff with the family, I didn't see it till right now, I would have jumped on.
Aww.
Yes.
Next time.
Well, you should. What did you tell him? We're doing part 2 next week. Any
We
John.
could do if any day that he has if he has a Tuesday open, we will make room for David Nakayama to come on the show. That would be awesome.
He's got to challenge me to Pictionary though.
Hey,
I got it.
I'm not making fun of him, but wouldn't it be crazy if he came on and like was super quiet and didn't there and say anything? He would just be like, "Thank you."
He's like, I don't know. I guess this is good. Well, I've read like on his ArtStation website, he always talks about his covers. You can tell just by reading like his descriptions how enthusiastic he is about these. And he was pumped about this one, and people were talking about it on the show last week. So I wanted to include it. The colors on this cover are on point. And Jen and I, we on the same page here. We like to include stuff that's still obtainable. So you're looking at a $25 raw comic average, and I think that would be beautiful.
Was this an
slabbed on the
exclusive?
wall.
Was this exclusive? Or...
I think it was unknown, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
I think this was an unknown exclusive. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is the Star Wars Where the Bounty Hunters Alpha #1.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I
really
didn't even read
nice.
that. Yeah, but it's a good one. I think this is a good one to add to your Nakayama collection if you have one.
Well, I want to ask him, how come he didn't give him a little bit of booty, though? I will ask him that question.
Yeah, see, that would be
I
perfect
want
to
to
have
ask
him.
him.
Like, why doesn't he have a little more junk in that
Come
trunk?
Oh, real quick, big shout out to Pete and Marco with the Tales from Dark Side on Renavision. If you guys love Star Wars, check them out. It's always a good listen.
Oh, that's another one we should have on the show. They would be so good. All right. Last but not least, we like to leave you guys on the hunt, so to speak. So coming out January 13th, we have there we go. John Tyler Christopher. He's known for his negative space variants. So I wanted to include this one. It goes on sale this week on Thursday. I think it's pretty cool.
It might be sold out.
No, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, it goes on sale.
Yeah, it goes on sale. There's a public sale. So the first printing, he's asking $25. I mean, you can do the signature 9.8 for $75, which is what I'm leaning towards, to be honest.
Right. That way you ensure that you get one, right?
Yeah. So it's like, this is a done deal, and take the stress out of it a little bit.
He's also doing a holiday special. So it's just this, but with the holiday colors.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? Because do you guys see the cartoon, Boba Fett?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep. So what predates Boba Fett in the movie was the cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, that came out in what, 78, 79?
We're almost done with the show, right? Okay, sorry guys. I need to.
Laura, did you hear the doorbell?
Yeah.
That was a pizza.
Oh,
Anthony.
Ooh,
I didn't order it. I didn't order it.
Papa John's or what?
Ooh,
Our kids ordered pizza without asking.
They ordered themselves pizza, and Ellie goes, "Here's your wallet."
Oh, she's gonna be in so much trouble. Is it at least good pizza?
No, they got freaking Domino's.
Oh, what
Dude,
a
you guys
I
should
like
so eat
Domino's.
that pizza in front of them.
We
I
You
should
like
should
Domino's.
so eat that pizza.
Hey.
That's why I got up. I heard the doorbell, and I'm like, I went to go check it, and I'm like, it's Domino's. So I took the pizza. I turn around, and Ellie's like, "Here's your wallet." And I'm like, "Jeez."
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Hey, just wait till. Hey,
In their defense, we've been on for an hour and 25. And what time is it over there? It's 8. They're hungry. What else?
Wait till they
I'm
take
trying to
your
defend
car.
them, sorry.
Right?
wait till they take your car.
And he's like, "Dad, I needed gas. So I took your credit card." Nah.
You know,
wait till,
I
wait till
kind
they
of-
take your vehicle, and
I
you
feel
go outside
guilty.
and your vehicle's not there. That's some bro.
That happened to you, Joe?
Yeah, but my stepson took my brand new truck out. This was oh my God. We had just gotten him his license. Oh my God, when he was
That's worse though, taking their
16,
car.
and he took my wife's new car,
Oh.
and then he called us, and he was stuck because it had rained that night, and he was stuck in a pothole. And we were gonna beat the shit out of him, but he was shaking so much. I'm sorry. He thought he fucked up the car. He didn't fuck up the car, but
Yeah.
I was just glad he was okay. So
No, she did strong arm me from the comments. She gave me my wallet, and I gave her that look like, "There's pizza here, and you're handing me my wallet." And she's like, "You guys didn't make nothing."
That's
I didn't
true. I
think-
kind
I
of
was-
forgot
I was
to
like-
cook them dinner. So in their defense,
That's
yeah, my bad.
And then I heard her tell Adam.
If they had made a sandwich. You make a
Did-
sandwich, damn it.
Then I heard her
Yeah,
tell her
seriously.
brother, "You better thank me later."
She's gonna take the fall for him.
She ordered him. She ordered him. They got their own pizzas too. There was 2.
Yeah, and look at Yi knows us well. She's gonna have to pack books. We're gonna make
Damn
her
right.
bag and board for a couple hours.
Thank
Serving
Thank
that
God she
shit
with them
back.
$5.99 joints.
Are you guys having this, or this is just out of JTC's his own website?
This is his own thing. Yeah.
This is becoming a thing too. These artists are doing their own exclusive stores and stuff. So it's getting harder to get that upper echelon, grade A type exclusive artists.
Yeah.
Well, isn't
Do
Scotty
you-
Young doing that too now?
Scotty Young's
Yeah,
done.
I got one from, I can't remember what book I got, but I ordered. Oh wait, the one that he was writing. What is it?
Oh,
called?
Me You Love in the Dark.
Yeah, I ordered that one, and then he did a Stray Dogs
Yeah.
exclusive, but you had to get it from his, which it was kind of like you guys' It cover, so I was just kind of like, huh, interesting.
That's all right. It's
Interesting.
Scotty. If it
We're
was
like,
anybody
hey.
under Scotty, I'd be pissed and all over their IG, but it's Scotty. So
Yeah.
You
Scotty
know,
Young
but
everywhere.
you guys get those hungry artists, and hungry artists give you everything. You know, when you have these
I don't
already
wanna say
kind of watered
hungry.
down artists,
I don't think.
they're giving you the same shit, and it's really not. I mean, people
Well-
collect it because they know it's going to be worth money.
That's actually happened. I'm not going to say who, but that has happened. There's a couple of different covers that we've had higher end artists do that we ended up not using because Anthony and I looked at each other. We're like, I don't feel like they even tried on this.
right?
dude, there was
Just-
one. I won't say who. I can't say
Yeah,
who.
don't
Why
say
not?
who.
J.
But
Scott
Laura,
Campbell?
who?
J. Scott Campbell?
No,
No.
Okay.
no.
But
But
there was
Laura,
one that-
Laura looked at it and handed it back to me, and she's like, "Don't you print this?"
We couldn't.
And
we couldn't
I was
use it.
super nervous. I was like, by name alone, I should be able to sell this. And she's like, "Don't put our logo on this."
Can you show
I was
us?
like, "Holy crap!"
Can you show us later?
Yeah.
Huh?
I will show you guys. Yeah, when the stream's over,
Yeah.
I'll show you guys. But there's just a couple, and like, I don't know. And I get what you're saying. Not all of them are like that though. Like we have some really great. Like we were working with Carla Cohen on a book that's coming up here soon, and she's
Ooh.
amazing to work with. She's so easy to get along with. She's like, okay, how's this? Do you guys like this? Do you want me to change anything? And she really does give it her all. And if you see her paint, it's beautiful. So
Her
anyway.
logo was awesome.
There's a lot of great artists coming, man. Like the
Yeah.
game. I mean, it. You know, for the longest time, that's all you had was just your main Jim Lee and Campbell, and
Mhm.
now these artists, they're coming fast and furious, and they know what the collector wants, and they're giving it. I mean, just like I think when Gelato hit the scene and everybody was really looking at Gelato, that kind of leveled up, and then now you're
Yeah.
just getting like Shannon Mayer and just people that can just draw, you know.
yeah,
You
Chad,
guys
you need to
ready?
make.
Yeah,
You're already on that
Chad's
thing, so-
absolutely right, man. Carla is she's coming, dude. She's incredible.
She's climbing so fast, and like I said, she puts her heart and soul into these covers, and she won't send you the final res until you are happy with it. You meaning the retailer, and that's the type of relationship I really respect.
Do we
They
choose our Carla
understand.
cover?
Do you
Are they
want
coming?
to tease our Carla cover?
Yeah,
Hey,
let's
guys.
see it, Aunt.
No.
I guess
wait.
No,
not.
no. We'll wait till the
poquito.
end on that. We'll wait till the next one.
poquito.
Look at Lucy's trying to get this thing done. All right, let's do our giveaways.
Come
We have
on.
one giveaway that we
I'll
have
show
to do.
I'll show you after the show, Red Hood. Stick around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
you
have one
guys-
giveaway to give. Lucy did it old school. She is honest. She's going to
Yes.
pick a name. Oh, sorry. There we go.
I
A name
got
out of
it
the
ready.
bin, and this will be the winner.
Okay. I'm looking. Okay. So if you have to be live, if you're not on chat right now, I'm picking another one. Okay. That was the rules. Okay. Oh, Big Remo. He was saying
All
last
right,
week
Big
that he didn't-
Remo. Look at that, dog.
He was
is he-
saying
is he-
last time he didn't win. He doesn't win.
Big
Remo,
Remo,
you
better
better be
freaking
on,
be
Big Remo.
here. Or
Is he
his
there?
wife, Queen. Oh, he's
He's
here.
here.
He's here.
Yeah, baby.
Congratulations.
He's a good guy, man.
You were just saying how you didn't win. Look,
Big
There you
Remo is
go.
a very nice guy.
yes,
man.
he is.
Aw, even
awesome.
better. That's awesome. So just make sure that you message Anthony on IG. We had people last week. They were like, "I was the winner on Comic Women," and that's all you have to do. You just provide your
Yes.
shipping information. Otherwise, we don't know where to send it. So,
Send
and
it to
then
Red Hood
Nimesh,
Comics.
same thing. Send us your shipping information so that we can get your guys' books out. We'll take care of that tomorrow. We'll make sure
There
you
were
guys get your
so
stuff
many
fast.
people. There are so many people that everybody who comment was active in the chat, was in here. So you guys know.
But Nimesh Patel, make sure, right?
Oh yes, that's him for sure. He's getting a message Anthony at Bird City Comics on Instagram or Facebook, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Lucy,
Yeah.
pick another name, and I'll
okay.
throw in a book. I'll throw in
Oh,
this one.
Wait,
I've
what?
got a few of these.
Nice.
I got like 10 of them.
What are you
I
thinking?
love that cover too.
Yeah, so just tell me what their address is, and I'll ship it to them. How about that?
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's do this
And
again.
another one.
I
Okay.
think I sent
Yeah.
you some of those, Jen. Didn't I send you one?
Yeah.
Because I usually buy two, one for me, one for you.
Who got
Wait,
it? Who
who
got
is
it?
it?
I threw it back in.
Big
Do I do it again? Do I do it again?
No, Big Remo can't have
Okay.
another one.
Okay,
Yeah, it
I
has to
threw
be
it
a
back
new
in.
person.
Okay.
Has to be a
Well,
new
because she didn't know. She didn't
Yeah,
know.
Big
She's like,
Remo,
"Oh,
you
no."
better go buy a lottery ticket.
I know,
bro.
right? It's his lucky day.
Seriously. I
Damn,
threw it back
dude.
in. So
What are
okay.
the odds?
Justin Shaw. Holy crap! I can't read my writing. What is Justin?
Shane?
Justin, are you on, Justin? For
You're
this
on.
Boba Fett exclusive.
Justin,
what
are
does it
you out
say?
there?
Justin Shane.
Can you hear
Okay, I think
me?
so. Let me go up.
Wait, do they
Justin
all
Shannon.
say Big
Justin
Remo?
Shannon.
Justin Shannon?
Shannon.
Yeah,
Shannon.
I don't
Yes,
think
that's
he's
it.
here.
Let me
Man,
see. We'll
Justin.
give him
Okay,
a
pick another
second.
name.
Let's
What if
give
he's
him a
driving
second.
and he's made an accident trying to like
Right.
Oh my
Ah!
Yeah,
You shouldn't be watching and driving.
Yeah,
Justin
Justin
Shannon, where-
Shannon, and you're in
Oh wait, here we go. He's on. Woo!
Oh, he's on. Okay.
Justin! You got it, bro.
Yeah.
I got you, dude. I got you.
Okay.
It's coming straight to you, bro. From
All right,
Red
are
Hood
we
Comics.
showing them this, Aunt? Do you want me
High
to show
Only if you
grade.
want to. Only if you
grade,
want to.
bro.
This will be next week.
This will be next week, guys.
Oh, God.
Wait, you giving
Yes!
this away next week?
No, this is going to be our new release for Carla
Oh.
Cohen, and I have been wanting to do a Fight Club homage for so long because I remember this.
Wow.
This excites me. Sorry, I'm getting super excited. I told Anthony, I'm like, babe, I was laying in bed one
Holy
night and I was
shit.
thinking about Fight Club and the part where Marla like is in there, and I'm like, we got to do that for the Lady in Red. And he's like, I don't know who can do it. I'm like,
Thank
Carla
you.
Cohen
I like
can
it.
do
Dude,
this.
that makes me want to smoke a
hate you.
cigarette, man.
Right?
Jesus
I
Christ,
told you,
dude.
Lucy. Nobody has seen this, you guys in the chat. Nobody has seen this. Okay, I'm taking it down. That will be going on sale next week.
Dang. This
Yeah,
is
I'm
Wow.
really,
Hey,
really pumped
Red
for that
Hood,
one.
Lucy, it'll be on the Discord here soon. So
Okay.
just make sure you guys get that plug in
get it.
going. Get your
Yeah,
Bro,
code.
yeah.
I'll do it right now.
email.
Isn't that cool?
What,
I mean,
Jen, what'd you say?
The Bird City email or text?
in text, both. Text
Yeah,
and email.
whatever. Just find me. I'm on everything.
Bro,
Or at Bird
those
City something or
covers
other.
So you can
are-
get the
Bro.
notifications.
Hey, did you
early
guys see
morning.
my new TikTok where I'm packaging?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That's fun.
That was pretty
funny.
good, dude.
Yeah.
so
I
yeah,
thought of
guys,
that.
make sure you're following us because I think what is that limited to, Ant? 500?
600?
600?
But
On
there's
each?
typically somewhere about
On-
50 damages.
On each cover, it's
No,
limited to?
the right is the actual movie image. The
right
left
is
is
Marla,
Carla. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's from the movie. That's the reference we gave her. We're like, here's what we want. And you can see on her ring right here. Actually, I can't use my cursor. She has the all-seeing eye on her ring.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, look at that. dude.
Dang.
Isn't that
Wow.
beautiful?
Oh
I'm
my
so excited.
I
about
am. Why you do this? I'm done with those.
this. I know. I'm sorry.
When did that go?
But that's the thing with
What was that,
exclusives.
Jen?
Like you
What
don't
was
buy exclusives to read
Oh,
them.
wait.
You don't crack them open. You're buying them for the covers.
Yeah.
You're
That's
buying
true.
for the art.
That's true. What did you say, Jen?
When?
When is it released next week?
Next-
We're gonna announce it. Yeah, we'll probably put some teasers out and do the next week. Like, guys, don't be that guy. Actually, be that guy. I'm gonna put the teaser out like I normally do and be like, I already saw it. Just like,
Don't be that guy.
I have a whole
Yeah.
system where I tease it and they go, "Oh, that's cool," and people comment, and I go, "Guess what it is?" Just go on and spoil it.
Let me tell you, like girls that don't like buy comic books, they would buy that comic book because it's just badass.
Mm-hmm.
You know
It
what I
was
mean?
just- it's something with that movie
does.
just stuck with me, and that homage. And Anthony's like, "Do you
Yeah.
think enough people will know that it's that?" I'm like, Fight Club was like the movie.
Mhm.
Do you remember that? Like everybody
yeah.
was talking about Fight Club, and
Mhm.
I don't
No,
know.
You don't.
but-
First rule of Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club.
Oh. That's true.
This is Laura though. When you guys can tell a Laura cover from an Anthony cover.
That's
When you buy a Laura cover, it's something. If it was bigger, you'd hang it on your walls art.
Yeah.
When
John
you buy an
Peterson.
Anthony cover, it's something you show your friends when you've had 3 beers.
Have you guys thought of like doing the cover, but it also comes with an art print, or have you guys ever done that before?
Kind
like
of.
with a
When-
limit and exclusive, like have that artist do like 100 prints, and the first 100 that order get a print.
We did
Have
that
you
with
thought of
our
that?
Goosebumps straight out trade paperback. We did the limited print, but the surprise was we ended up turning that into a comic book, and that was all kinds of craziness.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
True.
I did
But-
like doing that. I've been trying to come up with something just to make it a little extra.
Yeah.
Got you.
Anthony for the win. All right, so guys, that was it for us for tonight. Make sure you're following us again. I'm really excited about that cover. I think it's going to do really well. And
Dude,
I
that's
love how it's
badass.
going. Thanks. It was like my baby. I was just laying in bed and I was like, I have to do this.
I tried to talk her out of it because I had some other ideas, and she was like, "Nah, bruh." I was like, "All right, do whatever you want to do."
You know who I think's going to love that cover? Brian McClay.
Oh man, like all
I think
day long.
McClay's going to go
I already
nuts.
know.
And
Yeah.
Carla
Lo-
loved Laura.
Dude,
Loved
long
Laura.
short, Ben. Long short.
Yeah.
He's gonna love that cover.
Well, if I can get the Tails guys on board, it's like I won. So
Whenever
all
I
right,
message
Oh, yeah.
Carla, it's always one word answers. I'm like, "Hey, Carla, it's Anthony. I got you." And she's like, "Okay." And then Laura's like, "Hey, Carla, how are you?" She's like, "Oh my God, girl." I'm like, "Oh, you chatty now."
we're kind of friends. She's like, tell Aunt hi. I'm like, tell Lucio hi.
Lucio. Oh my goodness, you guys need to stop.
I just want to send a shout out to Jen because I know she was sick last week, and
Yeah.
I'm glad everything's okay. So I'm
Mhm.
glad you're back, kiddo.
Yeah, we missed
that's for
you.
sure. Yes.
Make sure you're following Jen at
We'll
Comic
tag you.
Aficionado. Follow Lucy at Mama Comic. Follow Anthony and I at Bird City Comics. And of course, follow at Red Hood Comic. No S at the end.
Yeah, no S.
All right, that's it
I
for
don't
us
want to
tonight,
get
guys. We'll see you next week.